There's a lot of focus today in the corporate world, in the non-for-profit world, about succession planning. Not only thinking about the here and now, but thinking about the future. How can we ensure that when the current workforce either retires or leaves, the place doesn't fall apart? How can we train and build the leaders for the future and ensure that they are getting the skills and the insight and the wisdom and the mentoring from the current leadership? And of course, the succession plan would then ensure the word success would not stop now, but will continue through to the future. Now, in our parasha this week, the parasha of Pinchas, we have, of course, Moses, the greatest leader of the Jewish people. Who could replace a Moses? What type of succession plan would be needed to take on the helm of leading the Jewish people? And of course, we know that Joshua takes on the leadership role. God tells Moses, go and pick Joshua. But why Joshua? What was so amazing about Joshua? How do you replace a Moses? So you might think have to be the greatest scholar, the top of his class, the greatest wisdom, the greatest orator, all the different skills perhaps that would need a successful succession plan. But the truth is there's one detail in the Torah which I think makes it so practical to each and every one of us. The Torah says that Joshua was always found in the tent. He was always there studying. And I think what the Torah was teaching us is that you know what greatness is? You know what the Torah views as greatness? It's not necessarily the person with the best marks, the greatest brain, the person who has the best oratory skills. But rather the Torah says what Moses saw in Joshua, what God saw in Joshua, was his consistency. He was there day and night. He was continuing to put the effort in. He was dedicated. He was ready. He was always trying, in a sense, to better himself. Day and night, always found in the tent, always learning, always studying. And so if we really want greatness, it doesn't mean as I said, we have to have the most perfect skills. But we do need to have consistency. And that is how you continue to be successful. That is the truest succession plan for yourself. If you want to be successful, if you want to continue to look to the future, make sure that right now you are putting in the effort, you are being consistent. And this, of course, is applicable in so many areas, in Torah study, in losing weight, in getting strong, in fitness, in sport. Speak to any great people, any of the great people that we have in our history in all areas. And you'll find that more often than not, it's the consistent effort and time that the people put in to their particular area. And so, how do you succeed Moshe? How do you take on the role of Moshe? By being consistent. So let's all do that in our lives. Bring it into all the spaces that are relevant. And of course, may Hashem bless us to be able to be successful in all that we do. Have a beautiful Shabbat and weekend ahead.